discussion about the flow control. In the flow control, if else already we discussed, even switch part also we discussed, right? Okay. So now we have to talk about the next cinema. Okay, the next concept is loops concept. Okay, there are some important loopholes are there related to the loops, very important for the exam sake, because the reason is in our certification exam one unit talks about the loops concept only. I hope here 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Have a look once, sir. Original syllabus. Somewhere we had. Yes, this is the original syllabus. If you consider that working with the creating arrays, have you observed? Are you seeing right? Unit 5, complete total unit talks about the arrays concept only. This is the original syllabus from Oracle Corporation, sir. It's not my own created syllabus, sir. So 5th unit always total loop, one complete unit talks about okay, this while loops. Enhanced for loop. Okay, do while, next use break and continue, like that's why compulsory you people should have clear clarity about these things, because if else it is there. Okay, arrays already we completed. Next and after that, operator decision, if else and a ternary, next use the switch statement. Okay, this is under part of this one, unit 3 only. This is under part of this one, right? Okay, working with the Java data types, we covered already types of variables and so on, main method, command line arguments, like that. Okay, so now working with the loops using loop constructs, compulsory you people more concentration must be required. So anyway, before going further, what kind of questions there is a possibility to ask in the exam? Let me talk about that, so that our preparation we can customize based on that requirement. Okay, more where we have to stress more, where. Okay, we can here just the same thing. Yeah, sir. What we have, sir, like question bank. Let me show that question bank. Page number, table of contents, sir. Flow control. Okay, 39. All the people are there in the session. Anyone missing? Here, this is the flow control. We know all these things we covered in the last session only. Switch statements, right? Yes. Okay, here onwards loops concept came in the picture. Observe that. So what here just one possible question. Have a look once. While is available of I, SOP of I, can you please do something like? So what they are telling, replace, sir, which modification enables the code to print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm expecting some output. I'm expecting Ravi Raju. We will discuss. Okay. So what is the here, just observe a bit carefully, sir. So what type of questions you can expect for the exam sake? We can expect, just observe that it is showing some output 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, something like. To get this output, to get this output, what we have to do that. Okay, like what kind of modifications we have to do, something like. So you should have clear clarity. If you want to generate this output, what we require to take care. Okay, like that. Next, public class test, public static void main int array x is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, int I is equal to 0. Okay, like that. So just system.out.print of x of I. Are you getting that? X of I plus plus, while I is less than x dot length minus 1. Are you getting that? Okay. So while I is less than x dot length minus 1. Okay, like this, right? So what they are telling, yes, what is the output? So just a simple while loop or do while loop they are telling, and what is the expected output, like this they are expecting. Okay, like this. So next consider the code. Okay, it's also simple. What is the result? So we should be in a position, if this loop is going to be executed, what output by default we are going to get. Let's say we have to write normal for loop or for each loop. Okay, what is the output? Something like that. Next, here there is one student class is there. public class, student, public test. There are several student objects are there. For each student, if I'm trying to print s1.name, what will happen? Something like so. Loops concept mainly meant for to read the data. Correct, right? I mean, loops to do repeated activities, right? Most of the times, if this code is going to be executed multiple times, what kind of output by default you are going to get? Just observe that. Beautiful. How beautiful, sir? It is a string array. Days is equal to Sunday, Monday, something like this. And then for each string yes in days, for each string yes in days, okay, switch off yes, switch off yes, SOP off, okay, like this, right? Now, like this one, you people should aware, right? Okay, so very simple. They are mixing string array. They are mixing, sir, arrays concept, switch statement with the loops concept like all these things we are discussing about this one. Are you getting right? All these things we are talking about this. So you should have clarity about even mixing also. Sir, just they are telling, sir, which for inside for which statement is going to provide my required output. Sir, I want to get 135. Which statements you require to take under for? Okay, like this. Sir, I hope by seeing these questions you are getting some basic idea what kind of questions for the exam sake, sir, you should aware. So means clear indication that you should have clarity about syntaxes, flows, clearly, right? Okay. Next, there are some theoretical bits also there. I want to process all elements of array in the order. I want to process all elements of array in the reverse order of entry. Processing elements of the array in the order of entry, something like that we have to do. How we can able to do that? These are things compulsory you should have clarity, right? So just let me continue. Sir, the syntaxes kind of thing, syntaxes, these theoretical things. At last, we can able to see, sir. Sir, we observed, right? Huge number of questions are there. Okay, almost around 15 to 20 questions are there only for loops concept. Because the reason for that is it is the separate topic for the exam sake. Clear for all of you, right? Itself is the separate topic for the exam sake, right? I mean separate unit in our syllabus, OCJA syllabus. That's why you should have clarity about this terminology, right? Okay. Now, what is the next thing we require to discuss? Let me start the syllabus. Okay. Yeah. You can expect oddly out of 60. Yeah, if you can expect almost around 5 to 8 questions only from the loops concept. 5 to 8 questions you can expect from the loops concept. That is, but that number is not always fixed around 5 to 8 questions only from the loops concept. That's why you people should have clarity about this. It's a bit important for the exam sake. Okay, no one is going to ask in the interview room. What is that like? They're never going to ask about that. Okay. Now here just let me start our syllabus. What are various loops concept is there? Sir, can you please tell when we should go for loops concept? Just observe when we have go for loops concept. If you want to execute a group of statements iteratively, are you getting that? If you want to execute a group of statements iteratively, then we should go for loops concept. Remember this one. If you want to execute a group of statements iteratively, then we should go for loops concept, right? Remember that. Okay. So now the point here, you people should aware, right? Sir, in Java, what are various loops are available? What are various loops are available, right? Okay. Sir, the first loop we have while loop. The first loop we have while loop. Second one we have do while loop. Next, the third one we have while loop, do while loop. Next one after that for loop. Next one after that for each loop. Regarding that for each loop like this. These are the 4 loops Java is going to provide support. But anyway, last one came in the 1.5 version, which is also known as enhanced for loop. Regarding enhanced for loop. So these words also very important because in our bits somewhere you may see enhanced for loop. For each loop is also known as enhanced for loop. For loop with extra functionality itself is nothing but enhanced for loop, which came in the 1.8 version, right? Okay, 1.5 version, right? Okay. Now, what is the while loop? What is the while? When we should go for while loop, right? Sir, very simple. If I'm writing the code something like this, if I'm writing the code something like this, for int I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus. For int I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus, like this I'm taking. Can you please tell how many times this for loop is going to execute? Please respond, each and every person. How many times this for loop is going to execute? Ayo? Good. How many times this for loop is going to execute, sir? Sir, 10 times. Regarding how many times it is going to be executed? 10 times. 10 times this for loop by default is going to be executed, right? Sir, if you know number of iterations in advance, exactly 10 times, exactly 10 times, or exactly 20 times. Are you getting? If you know number of iterations in advance, then we should go for loop. Remember that. If you know number of iterations in advance, then we should go for loop. Okay. Sometimes what will happen is, I don't know number of iterations in advance, right? Okay, as long as some condition is true. Best example, sir, the people who knows JDBC, while rs dot next, while rs dot next, if the result set contains, contains a record regarding while rs dot next, if the result set contains a record, for every record present in the result set, can you please do some action? Can you please do some action? Can you please do some action? Like, sir, how many records are there in the result set? Sorry, man, I don't know. For each, I mean, what will happen? As long as result set contain next record, as long as result set contain next record, can you please do certain action? Can you please do some action? So if you want to do that, then we should go for while loop. Are you getting right? The basic difference between while loop and for loop. Observe that, right? So while as long as some condition is true, as long as result set contain next record, can you please do this action? Sir, immediately we ask, result set contain how many records? Sorry, we don't know. For every record present in the result set, yes, this action by default will be performed, sir. Are you getting that? So, as long result set contain next record, automatically, okay, this action by default will be performed. Remember, this action by default will be performed, right? But how many records are there? We don't know that. Okay, so if you have such a type of requirement, if we don't know number of iterations in advance, then we should go for what? While loop, right? But I know, exactly 10 times. I know at the beginning only, sir, can you please execute this body for 4 times, 5 times, 10 times? Like, if you know number of iterations in advance, then automatically we can go for what? For loop, right? Okay, I hope, are you in a position to see the differences between for loop and while loop or not? Yes, make sure when we should go for loop, when we should go for while loop. Okay, like this. Next, suppose I'm taking, sir, just what is the important points? What is the syntax, right? Sir, while of b. Observe carefully, sir. While of b. Okay, this is the syntax, right? So first important point, yes, this argument is always Boolean type. Remember that the argument is always Boolean type, right? The argument itself is always Boolean type. By mistake, if you are trying to take any other type, immediately, okay, error by default we are going to get. So the only allowed argument types for the while loop is Boolean type only. Okay, like somewhere we covered the same point. If condition also, if is always expecting Boolean type only, here also same thing. Next, curly braces are optional. Without curly braces, how many statements we can take, sir? Only one statement you can take. Okay, but there are some more internal loopholes are there, not required for our certification sake. Don't worry about that. Just if you want really interested, then you can go through our material, right? But those things are not required. So without the curly braces, how many statements are allowed? Under while loop? Only one statement. That statement should not be declarative statement. This is the extra point. That statement should not be declarative statement. By mistake, if I'm taking index is equal to 10, immediately comparative method we are going to get. Okay, what is the reason and so on? Not in our scope. Don't worry. There are some extra things are there. Ignore that. Don't that. So while of B, sir, just this is about syntax. Whatever we have, this is the syntax, right? So as long as this condition is the true, happily, you know, as long as this condition is the true, happily while loop by default is going to be executed. Everyone can aware? Are you in a position to understand? Curly braces are mandatory or optional? Respond, man. Curly braces are mandatory or optional? No response. Optional. Optional. Regarding without curly braces, how many statements we can take under while? How many statements we can take under while? Sir, only one statement you can take. Remember that. Next, there is one more. That's all. This is about while loop. Beyond that, nothing is there, sir. But one concept, but even it's not really required for certification sake, but make sure, sir, just I'm providing the hint, because sometimes very rare you may have, but this type of mostly won't be there. So suppose I'm taking int I is equal to 0, I'm taking while I is less than or equal to 5, less than or equal to 5, I'm taking print of 5, sorry, SOP of I, like this I'm taking, SOP of I, and then I plus plus I'm taking, sir. That's all. SOP of I plus plus, like this I'm taking. Can you please tell what is the output by default we are going to get now? Yes, you can able to get. You can able to analyze. Sir, at the beginning I will leave the 0, sir. First I will check this condition. 0 less than or equal to 5, satisfied, then execute, sir. I value will become 0. So first 0, and then I value will be incremented. 1 less than or equal to 5, satisfied, print that. Next 2 less than or equal to. So what is the output by default you are going to get, sir? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all. Regarding that 0 to 5, this is the output by default you are going to get. Not required to keep any explanation, right? Just a flow wise you should away. But here one important point you should away. Suppose I'm taking while R directly true, sir, because it's always expecting boolean. It's always expecting boolean. While of true I'm taking directly. Sir, assume that SOP of hello I'm taking. SOP of hello I'm taking, sir. Sir, now here SOP of hi I'm taking. SOP of hi I'm taking. Can you please tell what is the output by default you are going to get now? Please respond. What is the output by default you are going to get now? Good. Where am I? What is the output by default you are going to get? Yeah, that knowledge must be required. Anyway, for the sake of exam, that much level is not required, but make sure you should have clarity, right? What is the output by default you are going to get? Okay. Can you please spell out each and every person? Each and every person, can you please? What is the output by default you are going to get in this case, right? Okay. Now the output by default we are going to get here is, take a bit special care, sir. In this case, the output is hello like infinite number of times. Hello like infinite number of times. No. Immediately error by default we are going to get. Compile time error we are going to get. It is a syntactical mistake. So in the case of loops, very dangerous problem is there. Better to keep that point in your mind. Okay, what is the point is, sir, here compiler will ask like this, Durga, the condition is the true. The condition is always true. This part keep on executing infinite number of times. If it is going to execute keep on infinite number of times, same line, when this line will get the chance? This line never going to get in the chance. This line never going to get in the chance. The control is always within the loop only. Keep on execute like infinite number of times that body will be executed. But this one is never going to get in the chance. If it is never going to get in the chance, then why you are writing such a type of unreachable statements? Those statements are by default considered unreachable. Are you getting that? Unreachable statements. Regarding those statements are by default considered unreachable statements. Reachable statements like this, right? Okay. So make sure, sir. So this is what you people should be aware. SOP of high like this statement never going to get in the chance in our code. If anywhere unreachable statement is there, compiler will give left and right. Remember that in Java, unreachable statements are not allowed. Take a bit very special care about this scenario, right? Sir, I will show, sir, so that you can get yes. Really, it is happening like you people are going to get that feeling. Okay, while true I'm taking. While true I'm taking system.out.println hello, system.out.println of hello something like this I'm taking, sir. End of this. Next system.out.println. Okay, here just have a look once. Hi I'm taking, sir. Okay, hi like this I'm taking hello hi. Now let me compile this code. Let me compile this code, sir. If I compile this code, what is the output by default we are going to get? What is the output by default we are going to get? Observe that test dot. Regarding what is the output by default we are going to get, sir? Here see this one. Compiler will give left and right. Java C test dot Java. Regarding Java C test dot Java like this, right? Sir, what is the compile method we are getting? Unreachable statement. Remember, unreachable statement. This is the compile method by default we are going to get. Any doubt? Any doubt? Up to this is the clear? Okay. Now I have one small important point, sir. So no response. Are you getting? Array, no response. Are you able to understand? Okay, this one itself is nothing but unreachable statement, right? Suppose if I can take a false, sir, what will happen? False I'm taking. What will happen? What will happen? If it is a false, what will happen? Remember that. Now the loop body never going to get in the chance, sir, because it's already false. Sir, immediately compiler is going to raise error again. Array, Durga, it is the false. Loop body never going to get in the chance. If the loop body never going to get in the chance, then there why you are writing, sir, loop this. It's a waste of writing the loop, because loop body never going to get in the chance. Your action never going to be executed. Then why you are taking the while loop? Okay, like immediately error by default you are going to get. If you want to observe that, yes, now curly brace loop body itself will become unreachable. Remember that a bit carefully, sir. This is a bit dangerous point. Unreachability is not allowed in Java. If anywhere unreachable statements are there, if the compiler identified that unreachability, then immediately we are going to get compile method saying unreachable statement. Any doubt? Up to this? Now I have another small example. Just another thing I want to. Don't, sir. Please listen a bit very carefully, sir, because this is the error zone, dangerous zone. Okay. Here just int a is equal to 10 I'm taking. A is equal to 10 I'm taking. Comma b is equal to 20 I'm taking, sir. There are two variables are there, A and B. A value is the 10, B value is the 20. I'm taking A less than B. Please observe. What is the answer? What is the output we are going to get now? What is the output by default we are going to get now? While A is less than B, what is the output by default we are going to get now? Yes? Good. Think a bit carefully, man. Who is telling hello, hi? Sayan Banerjee. It is a loop, man. It is not if else. It is a loop. Loop means multiple times it has to execute. Yeah. What is the output by default you are going to get in this case? Okay. Good. How many people are expecting compile method in this case? How many people are expecting compile method in this case? Can you please respond, Saurav Kumar? Any other? Any other? Yes, Sayan Banerjee. Good. Any other expecting comparative method in this case? Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. How many people are expecting comparative method in this case? Okay, observe that. Hello, 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 hello is going to execute infinite number of times. No comparative method at all. Happily it's going to run. No comparative method at all. Happily it's keep on executing. Hello, 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 like this. So same example. Let me take final. Let me take final. Same example. Let me take final. Immediately, comparative method by default you are going to get, sir. Immediately, you will get comparative method. Immediately, you will get comparative method. Sir, what happening, sir? What happening here? Some people can able to get my concept already. Okay, but some people getting confusion, take a bit special care. If it is not final, A and B are normal variables. At runtime, the variables values may be changed. That's why compiler never going to evaluate this, never going to aware whether it is the true or false. Remember this one, because A and B are normal variables. So that's why if A and B are normal variable, compiler never going to evaluate, okay, sir, whether it is the true or false. Sir, compiler simply checks syntax. Is it going to return boolean value or not? Sir, which boolean value? Is it a true value or is it false value? Compiler never going to check. Remember this one, okay? That's why, so compiler don't know whether it is the true or false. At runtime, JVM never going to check unreachable statement. JVM job is always simply execute, that's all. So it is the true, execute this one. It is the true, execute this one. Again it is the true, execute this one. Again it is the true, execute this one, like this. Sir, why compiler won't perform the calculation? Because these are normal variables. At runtime the values of A and B may be a chance, maybe a possibility to change. Suppose if I can take a final, can you please tell what is the output by default we are going to get? How the compiler is going to consider? Very simple. Can you please tell what is the value of A? Please respond. What is the value of A? Respond. What is the value of A? 10. Now my question is A value always 10? Is A value always 10? Always 10? Yes, man. Always 10 because it's already final. No one is allowed to change. B value always 20. If everything is always 10 and 20, I mean, if every variable is the final, that operation will be performed by compiler only. Are you getting? Compiler only. 10 less than 20 because everything is always final. 10 less than 20. If 10 less than 20, now, sir, like, is it true or false? True. Compiler knows that it is always true. If it is always true, then it's always going to execute, but it never going to execute. Compiler aware that it is unreachable. Are you in a position to understand? Are you getting right? If both are final, if the compiler knows the result is always true, the result is always false, then compiler identified that it is unreachable. Remember, compiler don't know, then unreachability problem won't come. In the case of loops, please take a bit special care about this unreachability. Any doubt? But anyway, for the sake of exam, I don't think we are not seeing any single question also related to this slide. Just aware this point. That's all. So these are the things in related to the while loop. When we should go for while loop, what is the syntax for the while loop is clear. Next, we should go for do while. Remember this one. Then we should go for do while. While. So that's all. This is the syntax, right? This is the syntax. So do perform some action. While of B and then semicolon. Compulsory this B should be boolean. And then, sir, here semicolon is the mandatory. I hope in C++, I hope, sir, this semicolon is not mandatory, optional. But in Java, this semicolon is always mandatory. Remember that. Okay, one thing. Next, one more important point. You people should aware, sir. One more important conclusion. You should aware, sir. What is that conclusion? Yes, sir. The point itself is a very important point, sir. Do, sir, action while of B like this. The important point here is, what is the main difference between while loop and do while loop? While loop, do you know, if this condition is a false, false, then how many times loop body will execute? 0 number of times. There is a possibility 0 number of times. But in the case of do while loop, first loop body will execute. After that, condition check. If the condition is the true, again loop body will execute. If the condition is the true, again loop body will execute. So means first loop body will execute. After that, conditional checking. So in the case of do while, loop body will be executed at least once. In the case of do while, loop body will be executed at least once. Sir, I want to do this activity at least once. I want to do this activity at least once. So then we should go for do while loop. Then we should go for do while, sir, but not while. Sir, while the loop body may be executed 0 number of times also, but if you want to execute loop body at least once, then we should go for do while. Beyond that, nothing. Any doubt? Regarding basic idea? What is the difference between while and do while? What is the flow? First execute loop body, and after that while of B. After that while of B is nothing but after that condition checking by default will be there. Okay, like sir, where you have this type of requirements are there? Like where you have this type of requirements are there? Like you may ask. Very simple, sir. Sir, suppose I want to read the data from the end user. What I will take is do I'm taking. Just observe that do I'm taking. Here I will take true. How many times this loop will be executed? Infinite number of times. As of now, infinite number of times. What my requirement? What is my body is read input data. From the end user. Are you getting read input data from the end user? This is about first one. I will read input data from the end user. If data is valid, okay, just pseudocode I'm writing. Don't worry much about that. If data is valid, we are not required to read again because data is already valid. He provided valid data only. He didn't miss a single field also. If data is valid, just break that up. Now I will use that data and do remaining activities. Do remaining activities like read, use that data, and perform remaining activities. Something like this I'm thinking. Now my question is, if end user not provided valid data, what will happen? Again, this is going to execute. Read input data. If is not providing valid data, again continue. If data is valid, then break, come out of the loop. Are you able to understand? Yes, Sayan, are you able to understand? End user should provide input at least once. Sir, if in the at least once only, valid data only provided, we are not required to repeat again the process. Then come out of the loop. If we didn't provide, keep on until end user provided valid data. Now I hope everyone in this session got the clarity when we should go for do while. Yes, when we should go for do while. Okay, that's all. This is about do while requirements, right? Okay, that's all. Next, here also curly braces are optional. Without curly braces, only one statement we can take. Next, unreachability problems. All those things are common even in this case also. Okay, that's all. Next, what is the next loop we have to discuss? Just for loop, right? Normal for loop. Are you getting normal for loop? So what is the normal for loop? When we should go for this for loop, sir? Very simple, just now I told already. If we know number of iterations in advance, I can able to tell boss exactly 10 times, exactly 20 times, or exactly 30 times. If we know number of iterations in advance, then we should go for loop. Regarding that, then we should go for loop. The most commonly used loop in Java is nothing but for loop. While loop is the next common. Do while is nothing but almost our hand never go for do while. Never go for do while. As long as if you are very strong in the coding, then only our hand will go for do while. But very commonly our fingers always going for loop only if wherever loop is required. Okay, so Saurav is telling the king of all loops. Yes, obviously it is the king because most commonly used loop itself is nothing but for loop. That's why enhanced version also provided. Okay, Oracle people, I mean Java people provided enhanced version also for this for loop, right? Okay, what is the syntax for loop? For int I is equal to 0, I is less than, I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus. Next and after that, sir, this is some body or this is some action you can perform. Do you know this part is called initialization section? This part is called conditional check. This part is called increment or decrement section. Under itself is nothing but body. Under itself is nothing but body like this, right? Sir, now take a bit very special care about this terminology, right? Sir, this initialization section, how many times it will be executed, sir? Only once. Remember, observe the flow, sir. Observe the flow. Only once. First, int I is equal to 0. Oh, well, man. Initialized. Next, I is less than 10 or not? Yes, man. Satisfied. 0 is less than 10. Satisfied. Okay. Immediately execute body. After executing body, can you please go to increment and decrement? This is the next activity. After increment and decrement, now again conditional check. This is the next activity. If the conditional check is the true, returns true, then execute body again. After that, increment or decrement. After that, increment or decrement, execute body, conditional check like it. Sir, if you observe, initialization section will be executed only once in the loop, throughout the loop body. I mean, throughout loop life cycle. For loop life cycle, how many times initialization section will execute? Only once. Next, sir, this conditional check followed by body, followed by increment and decrement. These things will be executed multiple times. For every iteration, these things by default will be executed. Okay, that's all. Clear, right? Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? What is the flow? Flow is like this, right? But here again, there are multiple loopholes are there. Again, in the initialization section, you can take any number of variables. You can take, no problem at all. But all these variables should be of the same type. All the variables should be of the same type only. By mistake, one is int variable, the other one is a boolean variable. You can't declare that. Okay, make sure. Means initialization section we can execute only once. Here we can take sir, any number of variables you can take, but all the variables should be same type. Remember, same type, because this type you have to specify only once. That's why should be same type. Next and after that, you can take SOP statements also. Any statement is allowed. Don't feel that you have to take. Don't feel that you have to take only sir, int I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0, and so on. SOP statement also you can take. You can take method call also you can take. Any statement is allowed in the initialization section. Remember, okay? I will show a small chota example. Sir, here I am taking int I is equal to 0. Observe that. But anyway, is it a good programming practice or not? So no, but syntactically this is valid or not, you have to be aware. Sir, for loop I'm taking. Here I'm taking system.out.println. Hello, like this I'm taking, sir. Are you getting? Hello, like this I'm taking. Now observe that I is less than 3. Next, here I'm taking system.out.println. Hi, I'm taking. Have you observed, right? Hi, I'm taking, sir. Okay, now do you know here I plus plus I'm taking, sir? That's all. Think of it very carefully. Think of it very carefully, right? Sir, if you observe that, if you observe that int I is equal to 0 for SOP of hello, I is less than 3, SOP of hi, like this I'm taking. Next I plus plus like this, right? Now my question here is very important. Is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? Can you please respond? Is it valid or not? Is it valid or invalid? 100% pakka itself is valid. 100% pakka itself is valid. Okay. Now have a look once. Perfectly valid. How many times? How the flow by default will be there? How the flow by default will be there? Observe that. I is equal to 0. I is equal to 0. SOP of hello. Yes, first initialization section. So hello will be printed. First initialization section, hello will be printed. I is less than 3, 0 is less than 3 satisfied. Then body. Then body, I value will become 1. After that, SOP of hi. So hello first and then hi will be printed. Hi. Next, after printing hi, after printing hi, now I is less than 3. Again, 1 is less than 3 satisfied. Now I value will become 2. Yes, hi is going to get. Next, 2 is less than 3 satisfied. I value will become 3. First hi will be printed. And then 3 is less than 3 not satisfied. Stop. So what is the output by default we are going to get, sir? Hello followed by hi. Are you getting? What is the output by default we are going to get? Hello followed by hi. Remember that, okay? Hello followed by hello followed by hi. 3 times we are going to get this output, sir. Correct or not? Correct or not? Yes. Can you please cross check, sir? Can you please cross check? Okay. Here. Observe carefully, sir. Hello followed by hi, like 3 times we are going to get the output. Okay, remember that's all. So here, do you know, if you observe the code, in the initialization section, you can take anything, man, including SOP statement also, no problem. But this conditional check, compulsory, you can take any expression, but any expression you can take, but it should be of Boolean type. Regarding at the end of the day, you have to take only true or false. It has to provide the result either true or false only. Next and after that, SOP of hi. Regarding that SOP of hi, like so it is here in the increment or decrement section, you can take any statement, no problem at all. Are you able to get right? In the initialization section, any statement is allowed. In the increment and decrement, anything is allowed. But in the conditional check, sir, you have to take any expression, but at the end, compulsory it should return Boolean expression only. Remember, it should return true or false only, like this, right? Can I remove this one? Sir, I did some change. Can I remove this one? Acceptable or not? Please respond. Acceptable or not? I removed something. Acceptable or not? Why not? 100% pakka itself is acceptable. No problem at all. Yes, itself is 100% pakka. Itself is acceptable, right? Okay. So what is the output by default we are going to get, sir? This is infinite loop. If you are not taking anything, in the conditional expression, compiler is always going to place true. If you are not taking anything, compiler is always going to take a true. The default value for the conditional expression in the for loop is true, sir. True. But don't feel default value for the Boolean is the true. Default value for the Boolean is false. Remember that. But the default value for conditional expression in the for loop is true. Any doubt? Up to this? Okay. How many times it's going to get the output? Infinite number of times it's going to execute, sir. Infinite number of times it's going to execute. Observe that. Hello, hi, 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 and so on. Infinite number of times we are going to get the chance. Clear? Are you in a position to understand? Okay, that's all. This is about one thing. Next point, sir. Make sure. Sir, all the three parts of for loop. All the three parts of for loop are optional. Sir, first part, I'm not taking anything. In the second part, I'm not taking anything. Last part, I'm not taking anything. Itself is acceptable or not? Yes, all three parts of for loop, sir, are optional. Optional. Remember that. If you are not taking anything, then automatically it will become infinite loop. If you are not taking anything, it will become infinite loop. Infinite loop. Remember this one, sir. How many times it's going to execute, sir? Infinite number of times. Because already I told, right? Already I told, right? What is the default value for conditional expression? True. True. That's why that true. By default, keep on. Conditional expression is always true. That's why this is always going to execute. What is the output by default? We will get, sir. Have a look once. Yes. Compile is fine. But the output, sir, keep on like this. Infinite number of times it's going to be executed like this. This loop never going to be stopped until tomorrow evening. If you are coming, still it is going to be continued, sir. Remember, okay? So this loop never going to be stopped. Infinite loop by default will come in the picture. Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? So that's all. This is about what is the syntax for normal, for loop, how many parts are available. Next, here also reachability, unreachability, take a big special care, but not for the important for the sake of exam, but in our videos, sir, I explain very clearly. Even in our material also multiple examples are there. Just go through that. Okay. Next, Simha sir, last loop we require to have for each loop. Are you getting right? What is the loop name? For each loop. Regarding for each loop, it is also known as. Do you have any other name for this? Sir, very important for the exam sake. Do you have any other name for this loop? For each loop is also known as. Respond, man. For each loop is also known as. Good. For each loop is also known as enhanced for loop. Regarding enhanced for loop, in which version of Java is for each loop came? In which version of Java for each loop came? 1.5 version. Remember that 1.5 version of Java, this for each loop came. Okay. So for each loop, the best loop, if you want to retrieve, sir, the specially designed loop, the specially designed loop to retrieve, sir, elements from arrays and collections. From arrays and collections. Sir, array is there. Array contains some 10 elements are there. I want to get those 10 elements, right? I want to get those elements. I want to read array elements. Highly recommended. Better to go for each loop. Sir, don't go for traditional for loop. Remember this one, sir. The specially designed loop to retrieve elements of arrays and collections is the for each loop. Okay? If you want to read the data from arrays, if you want to read the data from the collection, compulsory our hand should go for. Okay, our hand should go for each loop only. Yes, best example. Even in our exam sample questions, I showed already some questions. I showed already, right? So now I'm taking a simple example, sir. now I'm taking a simple example. Int array x is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40 is there, sir. Observe very carefully, sir. Int array x is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. For normal for loop, I want to use to get the data. Normal for loop, I want to use, right? For int I is equal to 0. I is less than x dot length, because array length variable. Next, I plus plus. Okay. Here system dot out dot println x of I. Are getting x of I like this, right? Sir, first I value is 0. Next, after that I value will become 1. After that I value will become 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. X of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3. Like what is I? is nothing but index. I itself is nothing but what? Index. So normal for loop always talks about index based. Index based. Remember this one. Normal for loop always talks about index. It is always index based. Now my question is, listen carefully, sir. Now my question is, sir, my target here is, I want to take for each loop, same. Sir, up to this, let me execute. Or no, this loop is containing Control C. Okay, sir. Now let me consider that. What is the output by default we are going to get in this case? Okay, sir, simple 10, 20, 30, 40. Normal for loop, sir. For each loop I want to take. Okay. System.out.println elements by for each loop. Elements by for each loop I'm taking, sir. So elements by for each loop, how you can? Sir, now I have one small doubt. You should respond. What is X? You should respond, please, each and every person. What is X? What is X? Don't tell int. X is int array. X is int array, of course, reference variable to int array. This X contain, X is int array, assume int array. Then X contain int values. X contain which type of int values? Which type of values? Int values. X contain a group of int values. How many values are available? How many values are available? Respond, 4 values. What is the first value? 10, second value 20, third value 30, fourth value 40, something like that. For each int value x1 in x, observe this syntax, right? Sir, observe this syntax. So x is int array, x contain int values for each int value x1 in x. For each int value x1 in x. Sir, this x1 is a value but not index. For each int value x1 in x, can you please print system.out.println of x1? Regarding, can you please print SOP of x1? So first time x1 is nothing but 10. For each int value x1 in x, first time 10 printed. Next, again this loop is going to execute for next int value 20 printed. Again this loop is going to execute for next int value 30. Again this loop is going to execute for next int value 40. Like this, right? So total, what is the output we are going to get? 10, 20, 30, 40. Regarding, so just have a look once. What is the output? Yes, elements for each loop also 10, 20, 30, 40. Now normal for loop for each loop, which is recommended. Which is the recommended? Regarding, very important for the exam. For each loop, special focus is there for our certification. That's why you people should be aware. For each loop and normal for loop, which is the recommended? Highly recommended. We should go for each, because the reason for that here, very easily we can able to read the data from the arrays and the collections, right? Now here take a bit very special care about this one. Okay, one important point. Yes, Saurav, here just observe. What is this one? It is the syntax, man. This one itself is the for each loop. Observe. What is x? What is x? What is x? X is an array. Array contain a group of int values. For each int x1 in x. So for every int value x1 in x. For every int value x1 in x. Can you please print like this? Regarding this type of syntax is nothing but for each loop. Colon is the separator. So for each int value x1 in x. Okay, this is the syntax of for each loop. Something like for each int value. Just observe, for each element in x. Regarding, for each element in X. This is the syntax. Okay, colon symbol is the syntax of for each loop. Getting? Saurabh, are you able to get right? It is the syntax. Right? No response. Yeah. Now observe that. So it is the syntax. For each int x1 in X, can you please print x1? Now my question is, this x1 is the index or the value? Please respond. X1 is the index or value? X1 is the index or value? Is the index. Index. Good. Huh? X1 is the index or value? Respond. Hassan. Hassan Khan. X1 is the index or value? Remember, it is value. For each int value x1 in X, it is the value, sir. Value. Okay. Here, x of I, int I is equal to 0, I is less than x dot length, sir, x of I, like this. Can you please tell what is this one? What is this one? X of I. What is this one? Can you spell out? Simple. This one itself is nothing but what? Index. Itself is index. So normal for loop, general for loop is always index based, but for each loop is always value based. Remember that for each loop is always value based. Normal for loop is always normal for loop is the index based. Next, for each loop is always value based. Clear? Clear, right? Any doubt? For loop, for each loop, I is the index. Sayan, correct. I itself is the index. X of I means element. Next here, directly x1 itself is nothing but element, but not index, because it never going to talk about index in the case of for each loop. Can you please respond up to this? Is the clear? Because very important for the exam is for each loop. You should aware. Okay. Now listen the next point, sir. Sir, as of now, for loop for each loop, which loop is the recommended? For loop and for each loop, which loop is the recommended? Respond, each and every person. For loop and for each loop. Yes, which one is the recommended? Recommended is always for each loop, because it's a very simple, right? But here take very special care. There are some problems are there with the for each loop. For each loop is the best, but not always. Suppose my requirement is for int I is equal to 0. For int I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus, system.out.println, hello, like this I'm taking. Are getting int I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus, SOP of hello. Can you please tell how many times hello will be printed? Please tell how many times hello will be printed? How many times, right? 10 times. Correct? 10 times hello will be printed. For this requirement, I want to go for each loop. Anyone, can you please tell the code? Yes, for this requirement, I want to use loop concept. For this requirement, I want to go for loop. I mean for each loop. Can you please tell? Or you got remaining? Please respond. Only one person is responding now. I want to write equivalent for each loop. What is the way? Sayan, excellent man. didn't expect this type of answer. You are too much smart, it seems. Okay, well, Veeramani, have you observed the answer? Yeah, here just observe, take a bit very special care. Why you are creating this array? I'm asking about I'm asking about for each loop to print hello. Why you are creating an array? Yes, man. Why you are creating array? Because it's not my requirement, right? Just write for each loop. Just write for each loop. This is about my requirement. Some way printing hello 10 times is not my requirement. Can you please convert this for loop into for each loop? You should not do any extra activities like creation of array and so on. Okay? The conclusion here is for each loop applicable only for arrays and collections. If you are not having array, if you are not having collection, you can't use for each loop. Remember this one, sir. If you are not having array, if you are not having collections concept, then this for each loop is you can't use. It is not a general purpose for loop. It is a specialized for arrays and collections. Regarding that, it is specialized for arrays and collections. It is not a general purpose for loop. Any doubt? Any doubt? Up to this is the clear? Okay. Now next point. Now next important point. Make sure, sir. What is the next important conclusion is legend. So there is one more one more important point, sir. Sir, I have array is there. I have array is there, sir. By using for loop, by using for each loop, in both cases, I'm trying to print the data. By using normal for loop, I can able to print. By using for each loop also, I can able to print the data. No doubt at all. By using normal for loop, for each loop, both I'm able to print the data. But now my requirement is, if I run this code, what is the output I got, sir? What the output I got? 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 20, 30, 40. Now, very important point, sir. I want to print in reverse direction. In reverse direction. First 40, 30, 20, 10. What I will take is for int I is equal to x dot length minus 1. X dot length minus 1. Last index. X dot length means 4. 4 minus 1 means 3. Last index 0, 1, 2, 3. Comma. I is greater than or equal to 0. If I value is greater than or equal to 0, I minus. Can you please print like this? Let me remove this one. Observe that normal for loop. What is the output by default you are going to get, sir? Sorry. What is the output by default you are going to get? Compile. And then 40, 30, 20, 10. 40, 30, 20, 10. Now my requirement is I want to write equivalent for each loop. Anyone can you please guide? I want to write equivalent for each loop. Anyone can you please guide? Very simple, sir. For each loop, always talks about only forward direction. Regarding for each loop, always talks about only forward direction. It never going to talk about reverse direction. Yes, there is no way to specify reverse direction, right? That's why it is also a limitation for each loop. There are multiple limitations are there for each loop, sir. It is not possible to print array elements in reverse order directly. Okay, if you are doing some extra activities, then it may be possible, but directly it's not possible. So first limitations are for each loop, it is not a general purpose loop. Okay, it is not general purpose loop. So it is applicable only for arrays and collections. Without having array and collections, you can't use this for each loop. We can read array elements or collection elements, only in forward direction. You can't read, and we can't read and we can't read in reverse direction. We can't read in reverse direction. Okay, like these are various limitations. In our exam questions, I showed one bit. Have you remembered, right? Theoretical question. So, pass. This is my requirement. Can I go for loop or can I go for each loop? At that time, this knowledge will play very important role. Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? Okay, that's all. This is about what is the loops basic idea you people should be aware. What is the for loop, for each loop, while loop, do while loop. Can you please just let me compare all these three loops, right? Loop number 1, we covered while. We covered while. When we should go for while loop, sir? Please respond. If we don't know number of iterations in advance, if we don't know number of iterations in advance, then we should go for while loop. Okay, when we should go for loop, sir? Do while loop. Okay, when we should go for do while loop? Okay, it's a very simple. If you want to execute, if we want to execute loop body, at least once, then we should go for do while. Are you getting? When we should go for loop, if we know number of iterations in advance, if we know number of iterations in advance, okay, when we should go for each loop? Very simple. To read the data from the arrays and the collections. To read the data from arrays and the collections, right? Okay, so this is what is the when we should go for while loop, when we should go for do while, when we should go for loop, for each loop, like this, right? Clear? Next, sir, yeah, Saurav, except for each loop, in the remaining cases, we can retrieve data in forward direction and even backward direction. Yes, ma'am. Correct. Possible. Except for each loop, by using all the remaining loops, normal for loop, while loop, do while loop, you can able to read the data in both, forward direction and backward direction. Okay. Next, there are two more statements I have to use. Very important at the part of this flow control. Break and continue. Break and continue like this. So first one I want to talk about break. Sir, do you want break? You just I'm asking about break statement, not break session break. Okay, break. When we should go for break statement? Inside a loop based on some condition. Inside the loops based on some condition. If you want to come out of the loop, hey, can you please break this loop? Like, can you based on some condition? I want to come out of the loop. Then we should go for break statement. Of course, break statement we used already in switch case also. We used already, sir. But here, break statement inside loops concept is break loop execution based on some condition. Break loop execution based on some condition. Then we should go for break the condition. Okay. Now the important point. Let me go for that. A small chota example. Then you can able to understand very easily, right? Sir, I'm taking for int I is equal to 0. I is less than 10, I plus plus. Now I'm taking system.out.println of I, sir. Okay. What is the output by default? I will get 0 to 9. 0 to 9, I will get the output, sir. 0 to 9, I will get the output. We will get the 0 to 9 all. But now my requirement is if I is equal to 5. Sir, if I is equal to 5, sir. If I is equal to 5, oh, you are not required to continue, man. You are not required to continue. Can you please break? If I is equal to 5, can you please break? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to that it's going to print. Wherever I is equal to 5 came, because of this break, Immediately it will come out of the loop. Regarding immediately it will come out of the loop. That's why break. So can be used inside loop to come out of the loop, based on some condition. To come out of the loop based on some condition, then we should go for break statement. Any doubt? Any doubt? Are you able to understand? Can you please tell what is the output we are going to get now? What output we are going to get now? Please respond. What is the output we are going to get? 0 to 4. Regarding 0 to 4 only. Here see this one, 0 to 4. Observe the code compiles fine. What is that output? 0 to 4 only. But if you are not taking break, then it's printed 0 to 9. Okay? This is the purpose of break statement. To break loop execution based on some condition, then we should go for break statement. Okay. Now, when we should go for okay, continue statement. Continue statement. Just observe this one. When we should go for continue statement. Very simple, sir. Okay. So sometimes what will happen? Array, don't continue current iteration. Can you please skip current iteration? Continue for the next iteration. Continue for the next iteration. Skip current iteration. Continue for the next iteration. Suppose here, what I want to do is, okay, I want to read the data from DB. Assume that. Read data from DB. Process that data, and then send to US by network, over network. Send to US over network. Some mechanism is there with me, sir. I will read data from database. I will process the data and send to us. Send to US. Send it to US. Okay. Send it to US over the network. Assume that, sir. This is about my requirement. Read record from like this. So this cycle will be continued as long as records are available. Sir, I got the record, but I identified that record got damaged. Record got damaged. If the record damaged, that particular record, we are not required to continue. We are not required to do these activities. Skip remaining steps for this, go for the next record. Regarding skip remaining steps in this iteration for that record, go for the next record. Regarding, so in such type of cases, happily we can go for continue statement. Continue statement means, so skip current iteration. In the current iteration, don't execute remaining statements. Skip current iteration and continue for the next iteration. Then we should go for what? Continue statement. What it means, sir? Can you explain with a small example? Like you people may ask, here say this one. Here I am taking int I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to 10, I plus. I am taking, sir. So 0 to 11 it's going to print. I is equal to 0. Next I is less than or equal to 10, I plus like this. Now if I print system.out.println of, sir, I value. What is the output by default? We are going to get, sir, 0 to 10. 0 to 10. Total values by default you are going to get 0 to 10. Total 11 values you will get 0 to 10. 0 to 10. Total 11 values we are going to get. Okay, well. Now my question is, I don't want all. I want only odd numbers. I want only odd numbers only. So if I percentage 2 is equal to 0, if I percentage 2 is equal to 0, sir, if it is even number, sorry, you are not required to continue further because we want only odd numbers only. Skip current iteration, go for next iteration. Are you getting? How you can able to do that? Simple, you can use the word continue. Continue means skip current iteration, go for next iteration. Can you please tell what is the output we are going to get now? Please respond. What is the output by default we are going to get now? If I can take like this, continue. Only good. What the output we are going to get? Respond each and every person. Only odd numbers. Only odd numbers by default we will get. Only odd numbers we are going to get. Observe carefully. Only odd numbers by default we are getting. 13579. 13579. This is the output by default we will get. Any doubt about this one? So what is the break? What is the continue? What is the break statement? What is the continue statement? It's a very clear. Not required to keep much explanation about these words, right? Okay, that's all. So this is the overall idea about loops concept. So just go through our material. I mean the bits. Just already I hope everyone having the bits. Correct, right? Everyone having the bits. Okay, just go through the bits. If you are if I require to explain anything, I will do that, sir. 1 minute. Sir, can you please observe the possible questions related to the loops concept? The possible questions related to the loops concept here. Just observe that. Let me explain. First one, sir. Sir, consider the code. Consider the code. Which modifications will sir, which modification enables the code to print 54321 as the answer? Are you getting? 54321 as the answer. Which modifications will print 54321 as the answer? Sir, now line 1, line 2, line 3. Are you getting 3 lines? 54321 is my expected answer. Which modifications we require to do that? First, analyze that. Sir, int I is equal to 5. Int I is equal to 5. Okay, int I is equal to 5. Sir, while is available of I, SOP of I. Are you getting that? Okay, so SOP of I. Okay, like this, right? Public static boolean is available of int. Is available of int like this. It is. So if it returns true, every time it's always going to call is available function. If this function returns true, it will be executed. If it is not going to return true, then it will be stopped. But my required answer here 54321. Remember that. Suppose assume first I value is 5. Is available of 5. Is available of 5. So now here just observe. Next observe. I minus means first I value will consider, sir. I is the 5. 5 greater than 0 or not? Yes, satisfied. Then true is the value. True is the value. That's why it is going to print, sir, SOP of I means, have you observed, right? SOP of I. SOP of I means this I value is the 5 by default we are going to get. Remember that I value itself is the 5 we are going to get. Next, here what line and so on. Now, what options are there? Observe that a bit carefully about this one. Observe a bit carefully about this one. Replace line 1 with which modification enables the code to print. Replace line 1 with the SOP of minus I. If I replace line 1 with the minus I, line 1 with the SOP of minus I. If I replace this one, it never going to print 54321. It never going to print 5 because the problem here is, sir, it is the true. Just now I checked. This boolean condition is always going to return true. Of course, according to that, because I value 5 minus 5. So 5 is greater than 0. Satisfied. True is the answer. If it is the true, if I can take SOP of minus I value is nothing but 5. Minus 5 is nothing but minus 5. Of course, its value is the 4. So starting value, what you are going to get is 4, but not 5. Regarding starting value, we are going to get 4, but not 5. That's why it is invalid. Remember this one. Okay. Next, so first one you can't use that. Replay at line 2, insert I minus. At line 2, insert I minus. Remember this one SOP of I minus. If I can take I minus, I hope it's going to work, man. I hope it's going to work. It's going to work because the reason is one more important point that you have to be aware. I covered already in the last sessions, right? Have you remembered? is available of 5. Now this 5 is coming as the argument. Do you know value only? Within this even you are reducing. Within this even you are reducing. This one is not affected to this I value because it is the local variable of main method. This is the local variable of is available. So that's why there is no chance at all it won't reflect right. Remember. Now observe the flow very clearly, sir. Definitely I hope you may get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me cross check. Where money? Observe that I is equal to 5. E is available of 5. Yes, is it true or false? It is the true only. Print the SOP of I. Means 5 already printed. Well, now I value will become minus. I value I minus is nothing but I value will become 4. 4, sir. So E is available of 4. Again 4 is coming. 4 is greater than 0 or not. Satisfied or true. That's why print. 5 already printed. 4 also it's going to print. 4 also. And then I value will become 3. 3. Again 3 is coming. 3 greater than 0. Satisfied. Next and after that, again, after that, 3 is going to be printed. Next 2 will be printed. Next 1 will be printed. After printing 1, I value will become 0. 0 is coming here. So 0 greater than 0, not satisfied. That's why the correct answer is there. The correct answer is nothing but B only. Yes, Veeramani? Correct? Yes, what is the output by default you are going to get if you can consider this one? Just a bit lengthy question. Don't feel every question is like this. Such small questions also by default will be there. Okay? Observe that carefully, sir. What is the output by default you are going to get here is, yes, can you please let me cross check? Let me cross check. The code compiles fine. We are not having any compatibility related issue. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 perfectly it's going to get. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 definitely. So we are going to get the same answer. Yes, I hope it's a perfectly correct answer because already I executed also. Yes, here observe that first I comparison is going to be happen and then minus is going to be happen. Whether you are taking this minus symbol or not, there is no effect at all. Sayan, are you getting right? Okay. So this is because I minus greater than 0, I greater than 0, both the things are same in this case. Because in this method, I'm not using that I anymore. In the next lines, if you are going to use that I, there is a difference. Okay, so this one is the correct answer. Don't keep any doubt at all with respect to that. Still, if you are having the doubt. So remaining things, replace at line 1 with the minus I, replace line 1 with minus I, and then print. So at line 2 SOP of I, it is not going to work because so already at the beginning I value itself is nothing but 5. If I can take I minus and then print is nothing but it is so definitely it's the wrong. Okay, like so replace line 1 with I greater than 0. Okay, question mark true or false. So here I greater than 0. Because of this, there is no problem at all. Here something must be required to reduce I value. Okay, don't get confused. Are you able to understand? Please respond. Are you able to understand? Yes. What about remaining people are not seeing the response from the remaining? Ayo, no one returned. Yes. Are you able to understand? Okay, just even if you are not understanding, just write on the paper, just a trace, then you can able to get very easily. Nothing will be there. Remember that. But anyway, make sure one point: this I value and this I value both are different. It is the local copy. This is the local copy of main method. If you are passing I, 5 is coming. 5 is coming. I value 5 is coming here. If you are reducing I minus also, this result won't be reflected to this because it's the primitives, right? Okay, like we discussed already in the last sessions about this concept. Okay, now not required to keep much explanation, right? Sir, what is the output? What is the output by default we are going to get in this case? Sir, simple int array x is equal to sir, I'm taking 1 2 3 4. Int array x is equal to 1 2 3 4. Int I is equal to 0. Can you please print x of I? X of I means what? 0. I'm going to print x of I. I means x of 0. 1. And then I value will become 1. So now 1 less than x dot length minus 1. 1 less than x dot length minus 1. X dot length minus 1 means 4 minus 1, 3. 1 less than 3 satisfied. That's why print 1. And I value will become 2. 2 less than 3 satisfied. Print. Next I value will become 3. 3 less than 3. 3 less than 3 I value will become. So 3, assume that. Assume 3. 3 less than 3 not satisfied. 3 less than 3 not satisfied. Not satisfied. That's why the output by default we are going to get. What is the output? Anyone, can you please guess? Just with paper and pen you can able to answer very easily. What the output we are going to get? Good. Yes, what is the output we are going to get? Just simple, with the paper and pen you can able to trace very easily, sir. The output by default we are going to get simply 1, 2, 3 only, because last value is not going to be considered. Observe that. Observe what is the output by default we have itself is, yes, have a look once. But the output by default we are going to get 1, 2, 3, that's all. Suppose if I can like less than or equal to, then automatically the output by default we are going to get less than or equal to means, have a look once. So here, are you in a position to understand, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 by default we are going to get. Everyone can able to understand? Okay, that's all, sir. This is another important bit. Okay, some small cases only, like nothing. Next example, sir. Just a simple tracing only. You can able to trace what is the result. Simple tracing only. Sir, if you sir, can you please explain, like if you have any such type of requirements are there, please let me know. It is just a simple tracing, sir. Just with paper and pen you can able to answer very easily. Yes, it is going to provide some output. Okay, just next. Yes, see this. Next, that's all. 5 itself is the answer. Of course, how it is going to be there like this, you can able to cross check, sir. Very simple. Do you want me to explain? Please respond. Do you want me to explain this type of bits? Do you want me to explain this bit? Yo. Yes. Do you want me to explain this bit? Okay. Next, here see this one. It is also something like arrays. It's also something like arrays concept, right? So how this array, what is the output by default we are going to get? Like this, it's just a simple multi-dimensional arrays. Multi-dimensional arrays, right? Sir, I'm taking, it is the 2-dimensional array, 2, 4. X of 0 is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. X of 1 is equal to 2, 4. So this is something like anonymous array object creation, like for each int array x1 in x, for each int value x2 in x1, system.out.println of x2. Okay, and then SOP of like this. So do you know what is the output by default we are going to get? What it means? Very simple, sir. This way itself is 2-dimensional array elements. 2-dimensional array elements what we call the print or access 2-dimensional array elements. How you can able to conclude? Very simple, sir. Here, forget about this one. It is the 2-dimensional array. Base size is 2. Base size is the 2, sir. Base size itself is the 2. Okay. Now have a look once. Base size is the 2, sir. In the first element 2, 4, 6, 8. So the first one you are going to get 2, 4, 6, 8. Second one you are going to get, sir, 2, 4. Second one we are going to get 2, 4. Okay, remember that. Even sir, these bigger sizes by default created, but those things once we perform reassignment, then the old objects by default will be gone. Okay, so these are the final results of array. For each 1-dimensional array, x1 in x. For each 1-dimensional array, x1 in x means this is the first 1-dimensional array, this is the second 1-dimensional array. For each int x2 in x2, in this 1-dimensional array, which values are there? Int values are there. For each int value x2 in x1, each int value, can you please print? Each int value, can you please print? Then automatically the output by default you are going to get a 2, sir, 2. Next again repeat 4, 6, 8. Okay. After that, one vacant line, one blank line. Now go for next one dimensional array. Next one dimensional array means 2, 4. So the output I am expecting 2, 4, 6, 8. First one dimensional array printed. Next line, and then 2, 4 is the output we have to get. So how to print array, 2-dimensional array elements? Beyond that, nothing. Okay. So have a look once. What output by default we are going to get? Yes, the code itself is acceptable. So like 1 minute, I may not save this updated code. Yes, observe. Happily the code compiles fine, but the answer by default we are going to get 2, 4, 6, 8 followed by 2, 4. Any doubt? Please respond. Any doubt about this one? Okay, just a 2-dimensional array object, how you can able to print this. This is multi-dimensional array element accessing by using for each loop. What is this loop, sir? By using what? For each loop. Clear, right? Sir, are you able to understand? Okay. Now, next cinema we have to talk about. So, yeah. Yes, Saurav, just observe that. Up to these 3 lines, do you have any doubt? Saurav, up to these 3 lines, do you have any doubt? Any doubt about these 3 lines? So, an array will be created, 2-dimensional array. So, 2-dimensional array, an array will be created. In the first element, second element, third element, fourth element, like there are 4 elements are by default available, right? First part and the second part. The diagram. Just I will do one thing. Just I will go for one more. I will go for one more thing, one more example. Then you may get much clarity. Here, just observe that's all. What I'm trying to take here is class test 1. Assume that, sir, the people who are still having the doubt, please listen a bit carefully, sir. Assume that I have 2-dimensional array is there. X is equal to, sir, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next and after that 5, 6 is there. Okay, that's all. This is the 2-dimensional array. Sir, 2-dimensional array contain 1-dimensional arrays. Correct or not? Sir, do you know somewhere like our 2D array? 2D array means array of arrays. Array of arrays. Correct or not? Multi-dimensional arrays in Java, how it is implemented? Array of arrays concept. Sir, now it is an array. In this array, X is an array. In this array, sir, how many elements are there? 2 elements are there. This is the first element. This is the first element, and this one itself is the second element. Regarding how many elements are there? 2 elements are there, first element. So it is the 1-dimensional array, 1-dimensional array. So 2-dimensional array contain a group of 1-dimensional arrays. In this 2-dimensional array X, how many 1-dimensional arrays are there? 2 1-dimensional arrays are there. How many 1-dimensional arrays are there? Sir, 2 1-dimensional arrays are there. Now in the first 1-dimensional array contain how many? 4 int values are there. Second 1-dimensional array contain how many int values, right? 2 int values are there. Any doubt? Any doubt? Saurav, are you able to understand? Sir, what is X? Please respond. What is X? X is, respond. Saurav, what is X? X is, X is 2-dimensional array. Are you getting? 2-dimensional array. X is 2-dimensional array. If X is the 2-dimensional array, X contain a group of 1-dimensional arrays. A group of 1-dimensional arrays. Each 1-dimensional array contain a group of int values. A group of int values, right? Each 1-dimensional array contain a group of int values. Int values like this. Okay. Now my question here is, observe that carefully. For here each 1-dimensional array x1 in X, For each one-dimensional array, x1 in x. X is the two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array contain a group of one-dimensional arrays. For each one-dimensional array, x1 in x. So first one-dimensional array, second one-dimensional array. Now for each int value x2 in x1 means this x1 is the one-dimensional array. X1 contain int values. X1 contain int values like this, like x1 contain int values, right? Sir, now can you please print x2? Can you please print x2 like this, right? Sir, this is the way how you can able to access two-dimensional array elements by using for each loop. Very, very important for the exam. Already you saw one bit from the same. Now, what output by default we are going to get? Observe that carefully, sir. What is the output by default we are going to get? First 1 2 3 4. First 1 2 3 4, and then sir like so. Here see, x is two-dimensional array. For each one-dimensional array, x1 in x. Okay, well, for every one-dimensional array, x1 in x, this activity will be performed. In that one-dimensional array, for each int value x2, this activity by default will be performed. Are you getting that? This activity by default will be performed, right? Now, if I save this code as test1.java, assume that, sir, test1.java. What is the output by default we are going to get? Java C test1.java, next Java test1. Are you getting Java test1? What is the output, sir? 1 2 3 4 5 6 by default we are going to get. Any doubt? Any doubt? 1 2 3 4 5 6 by default we are going to get. Itself is acceptable, right? Okay. So here just take a bit special care. Up to this not required to keep any explanation, right? Clear up to this, Saurav Kumar. Yeah. Okay, that's all the same. Here also same. X is the two-dimensional array. For each one-dimensional array, x1 in x. In x1, each int value, can you please print SOP of x2? Okay, like this. So this is the way how you can able to print the two-dimensional array elements. It's a very common question, right, for the exam. Remember. Okay. So 2 4 6 8 followed by 2 like this, right? Yes, correct, Satish. Sir, Satish is asking this doubt. Can you please confirm if the remaining people are having any such type of doubt? Can you please observe that? This is a two-dimensional array. In two-dimensional array, first layer two array. Sorry, here still. Yeah, this is 2 4 means two arrays in the first layer. First layer means base array contain two size. In the each array contain 4 elements. Yes, correct, Satish. I hope in whatever here something like, sir, this is the base size. Base size means 2. In that every element is of size of 4. Every element is of size of 4. Are you able to get, Satish? Okay, that's all. This is about how multi-dimensional arrays, okay, related to that. Next, here see this one. Very important question. Very important for the exam. I hope already we covered in the last sessions. Otherwise, anyway, don't worry. I will discuss. I will discuss, right? Sir, class student is there. Class student. For every student, a name is there, and then name is there, and then student. Okay, constructor is also there, sir. Student array is equal to student array of 3. Sir, 3 size array I am taking. So whenever we are creating object type array, every array element by default will be initialized with default values. Correct or not? Every array element by default initialized with the default values. What is the default value for object type? Please respond. What is the default value for object type? Null. itself is the default value for object type. Default value is the null. Okay, like now I'm taking 3 size. Are you getting right? Size itself is the 3 sir. In the first null by default will be there. S of 1 is equal to new student of Durga. Have you observed? S of 1 means this index 0, 1, 2. Now here student object name is Durga. Okay. S of 2 is equal to new student object name is Ravi. For each student S1 in S, SOP of S1 dot name. Now, first one, this is what is the value? Null. On the null, you are asking name. On the null, we are asking name. Immediately, null pointer exception by default is going to come. Are you getting somewhere we covered already? In the, have you remembered erase concept? This bit already we discussed it, sir. Null pointer exception we are going to get. Because S1 value is a null. On the null, if we are performing any operation, yes, I'm asking about null. What is your name? Itself is erase. Itself is operation only. Now, have you observed right? Sorry, have you observed right? Here, just have a look once. Java say test.java, no syntactical mistake, but at runtime, definitely we are going to get null pointer exception. Any doubt? Yes. If you print only SI, if you print only S1, then you're never going to get null pointer exception. First value is the null, but second and the third objects, two string method hexa code by default you are going to get. If you are asking name, that's why null pointer exception. Have you observed right? First one is the null, second one student object, third one is also student object, like that. Any doubt? Yeah, clear, right? Okay, because the same bit we covered, I hope, in erase concept. Okay, now what next? Next bit. If it is really there is some logic is there, then I will explain. Here just a simple flow kind of question you can practice, man. Nothing will be there. For each int value x in data means this one. For every int value, if x is not equal to k, sir, if that int value is not k, just continue. Okay, just continue. That's all. Just continue, and then count plus SOP of count. Can you please tell what is the output we are going to get now? What the output we are going to get in this case? Good. What the output we are going to get now? Please respond. Please, each and every person, can you please respond? What is the output we are going to get now? Any doubt? What output by default we are going to get now? Yes, ma'am. Veeramani. Srinivas Rao, are you there? Today I am not seeing you. Purushottam there. Srinivas. Yeah, but I'm not seeing anywhere response. Raviraju. What the output we are going to get? Finally, 2 is the answer. Seema. Finally, 2 is the answer. Any other answers? Yes. So why they are asking this type of bits is whether you are really innocent people or not. Just to check your innocence level only. They are asking this question. What is the output by default you are going to get? Where money? Saurav Kumar, count is not local variable of main method. You can able to access, no problem at all. Here count local variable within the main method, anywhere you can access, no problem. What is the output by default you are going to get? Good. Overriding answers. Sayan Banerjee, what is your previous answer? Srinivasarao 0, Srinivasarao 4, Satish 0. Good. That's my expected answer. Okay. Anyone don't type parallelly. Not recommended. If you are going to type parallelly, you won't get anything. Okay. Just compiler will tell immediately the result, but it's not the case. Observe that, sir. What is the answer by default we are going to get in this case? So the answer is compiler will give left and right. Are you getting? Compiler will give left and right. What is the reason? Let me execute. Is it really compatible? Let me execute this code. Let me execute this code. Have you observed, right? Compatible. Are you seeing the statement? Can you please see what is the problem? What is the problem? Now take a bit very special care. Once you are using continue, means you are going for next iteration. Correct? You are going for next iteration. So after continue, this statement never going to get in the chance because you took total thing inside if. After continue or after break, the next statement never going to get in the chance. Are you getting that? Obviously, because if you are taking count plus plus, when it's going to get in the chance? Are you getting that? That's why immediately we are going to get error because continue means continue for the next. You are telling already continue for the next, but still you are keeping some statements is not meaningless. That's why we are going to get compile time error. Are you able to understand, right? But immediately you may ask, sir, this is the compile method. Suppose I'm taking this continue outside of that. I mean count plus plus is outside of that. Then it is perfectly acceptable. Because the reason is, if this condition not true, if this condition is not true, then this count plus plus is going to get the chance, right? Yes, in this case, definitely it is going to work. Maybe the output, forget about that, but it's syntactically itself is valid, sir. Everyone can able to understand? So if any statement never going to get in the chance, that statement is always unreachable statement. Okay, like that's all. Next, I hope this one also you can able to answer very easily, sir. Not required to keep much explanation. Just a simple trace of this one. Sir, into WD like this we have string array days, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Like this we have for each string in days, for each string switch of yes. Sir, yes means first time Sunday is coming. Sunday is going to match which one? Sir, this is the case set and then case Sunday. Okay, like this. Case Saturday, case Sunday, like this, right? So first time Sunday is coming. Then automatically W value will be decremented. Next up break. W value will be decremented and then break. Then immediately for the first element only, break statement inside the switch. What will happen, sir? It will come out of the switch. Okay, not come out of the loop, because break is applicable within the switch and a break is applicable within the loop also. Break statement inside the switch means it will come out of that. Okay, go for next element. Okay, remember now the answer by default we are going to get The answer by default we are going to get here is, observe that 3 itself is the answer. Okay, you can just a simple traces. Break means it will come out of the switch statement but not out of the loop, because break we can use even in the case of switch statement also. Right. Next, the same. Sir, here they are telling this question. They are telling it is a simple for loop, man. It is simple. More practice from your side is required, not from my side. Okay, sir. Here simple for loop. Here you have to take something. You have to take something. This is the x. Here this is the x of y. Okay. Now here just I want to print 135. I want to print 135. Which statement you require to take, sir? X of 0 I want. Next every time increment by 2. Every time increment by 2. So int I is equal to 0. I is less than or equal to 4. How many elements are there? 5 elements are there. Obviously 0 to 4. Obviously 0 to 4. 0 to 4. Here I hope B is the correct answer. Which one will replace S? Which is going to provide? Which is going to provide like this? B itself is the correct answer. So by practice, you can able to analyze this type of thing. Sir, I want 135. Yeah, the answer. I want 135. Yeah, the answer. Have you observed right? 135 itself is the answer I want, sir. What output by default we are going to get? Observe that. Yes. So here, which thing we have to replace? So in the conditions, increment and decrement, you have to take a bit care. Sir, nothing. Just if you are going to practice, then you people can able to understand very easily, sir. It is not a big deal. Can I go for next one? Okay. Sir, here also. Okay, here also same. I'm taking one string array, 2-dimensional array. Red, blue, green, yellow is there. 2-dimensional array. Sir, all the 4 elements are there, sir. Which code fragment prints red colon, blue colon, green colon, yellow? Oh, simple, sir. Retrieve the data from 2-dimensional array. Retrieve the data from the 2-dimensional array. Okay, sir. Here something like, have you observed here something like you have to trace these things. Okay, just a simple. Already I explained this type of style. Still, if you are not going to get, please let me know. I will explain. Don't worry about that. First, from your side, practice must be required. Okay, sir. Next, which code prints the top element 30? So, just which loop we have to take so that I will get 30 other elements. Something like, it's a very easy kind of things only. Just the first practice from your side. If you are going to get anywhere doubts, please let me know. I will explain right. Don't worry about that. Sir, here this bit observe that in the array x is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 30, 40 is there, sir, and the given requirements. Sir, it is a bit important theoretical bit. Process all elements of the array in the order of array. Process all elements of the array in the reverse order of array. Process alternating elements of the array in the order of entry. Alternating elements of the array in the order of entry. Then do you know which loops are best choice, right? Is it for loop or for each loop, like they are asking? Process all elements of the array in the order of entry. In the order of entry like this. In the order of entry. Do you know in the original order means for this you can use for loop, and even you can use for each loop also. For each loop also. You can use both, sir. You can use for loop, you can use for each loop also. Process all elements of the array in the reverse order of entry, only for loop. Next, process alternating elements. Alternating elements means I is equal to I plus 2, I can take. But in the case of for each loop, you can't take such a type of thing. That's why only for loop. Okay. Based on this, you can able to answer that. Requirement 3 cannot be implemented by using either enhancer for loop and so on. Okay, like that. So just observe. Based on this, can you please tell which one is the correct answer? Which one is the correct answer based on these 3? First one for loop and for each loop. Second and third only for each loop. What is the answer? What is the answer? D. Requirement 1 can be implemented by using enhancer for loop. which two statements are true, sir? Which two statements are true? Requirements 1, 2, 3 can be implemented by using standard for loop. Requirements 2 and 3 cannot be implemented by using standard for loop. So B under D, B under D, like this, right? Okay, like it's a simple for loop, sir. Independently, sir, print each element of the array. Sir, what code we require to write? What code you require to write like this? Sir, all the remaining things, it's just a simple execution, sir. Better to trace. If you are not going to get, definitely I will explain. Don't worry about that. Okay, so just a simple tracing kind of thing. Nothing, you won't get any problem, right? You can able to understand easily. Already there in our material for each and every question, already answers also there. Don't worry, just you can cross check, but highly recommended first analyze the code. If you can able to answer, just execute and confirm that answer. If you are not in a position to analyze, then execute. You are going to get some result. Based on the result, now start analysis. Then definitely you are going to get that. Okay, make sure that is first from your side, work must be required. Okay, now can I go to the next topic? Please respond. Can I go to the next topic? Yes. Are you going to practice these questions? Please do today. If you are having any doubts, tomorrow I will clarify. Don't worry. Okay. Now I'm ready to go for next topic, sir. According to our syllabus, what is the next topic? Is very simple, sir. What is about the declarations and the access modifiers? Are you getting that? Declarations and the access modifiers, these things must be required. But for the exam sake, what kind of questions are there, so that we will keep more focus related to that area, right? Okay, here just observe that. I will show what kind of questions there is a possibility to ask for the exam. Sir, maybe a chance to get the same questions or same kind of questions for the exam. Declarations and access modifiers. 57. Okay, here just observe the total thing I divided into 3 parts, right? The first one, import statement and packages, import statements and packages. Second one is abstract access modifiers, public, private, protected and default. Third ones are abstract modifier and the interfaces. So these are the things must be required for the sake of exam. But one important point you people should be aware: what about final? What about synchronizer? What is the static, native? All these modifiers not required for the sake of exam. Exam sake, only these 3 sub-independent parts you have to be aware as per syllabus, right? So we never going to discuss about, I mean, these things are not required. Synchronizer keyword, next and after that, native keyword, transient keyword, like all those things are not required. But anyway, in our material, I included all the things, okay, including our original strict FFP modifier, every modifier concept I included already. Just go through that if you feel really required. Yes, in day-to-day coding required, but in our exam sake not required, sir. Remember, declarations and access modifiers, right? Sir, what kind of questions you can expect? Sir, here package is there. Package contain some classes, some class. If you want to access this one, which import statement must be required, like this. Regarding which import statement must be required, like that, we will one possibility. Sir, next here, sir, package is there, public class A. There are some 4 members are there, sir. Which members you can able to access? So based on public, private, protected, default, we can able to decide which member we can able to access. Next, which of the following code fragments are valid? It is something like abstract class, and then abstract class, abstract method, such a type of story. Sir, next, if you want to program for shopping application, you are given the following. It is the abstract class, abstract method story. Next, which of the following changes individually? Okay, like set book and write book and so on. Just I'm seeing the possibility. I'm showing the possible type of asking the questions, like X.Java. Okay, like this one. Only X.Java will be compiled. Only Y.Java will be compiled. Why? What is the problem with that? What is the problem with that? Like this. So just the public class by private introduce stuff, private return I++, something like that. Okay. Only X.Java compiled successfully. Only Y.Java compiled successfully. Something like a syntactical kind of thing. Because can you please tell JET, is it going to compile or not? Can you please confirm? Of course, I will explain. Don't worry, sir. Is it going to execute or not? Is it going to execute or not? No. Because the reason is, so compulsory package statement should be first statement. After that, we require to take what? Import statements. So that is next given 3 code fragments. Okay, like which code enables the code to compile like this. Sir, purely their concentration is always only 3 areas. Only 3 areas, right? What is the first? We should aware package statements and the import statements properly. Next, after package and import statements, compulsory you people should aware. Compulsory you people should aware. Next, modifiers: public, private, protected, default. Like this, these modifiers you should aware. And after that, there is a big talk about abstract classes and interfaces. That's it, sir. Only these 3 or 4 subtopics if you are going to discuss, then this particular area we can able to bear exam. Okay, we can able to face the exam questions, right? That's all. This is the main concentration what we require to take. Just let me explain few minutes about this story. Of course, almost it's a big topic, sir. More time I will spend. Don't worry. Even for interview room also, these are a bit important, sir. Just 1 minute. Special care. The next important concept what we have to talk about, sir, declarations. I mean, first I will talk about Java source file structure. Sir, few important conclusions are there. Just let me talk about that. Java source file structure. A bit very important terminologies we are going to talk. Sir, do you know, I have one program is there, sir. I have one program is there like this. Sir, public, here the program is just the public class like this. I'm just taking, sir, public class, just a small class I'm taking, class A, like this I'm taking. Next, and after that, class B I'm taking. Next, class C I'm taking, sir. Class C, like this I'm taking. Can you please tell, a Java program can contain how many number of classes? Is it only one class or any number of classes? A Java program can contain only one class or any number of classes? Any number of classes a Java program can able to contain. Okay, can take any number of classes, right? So now the point is, observe carefully, sir. Now the point is, a Java program can contain any number of classes, no problem at all. Any number of classes are allowed. Now the point here is, if multiple classes are there, which name I have to use for my program name? Can you please tell? Which name I have to use for my program name? Can I use any name? Or the class which contain main method? Which name I have to give? Can I use any name? Or the class which contain main method? Yes, which one? Yes. That's what I'm expecting. Okay. Remember that. The class which contain main method and the name of the program, no relation at all. Regarding no relation at all. So most of the times, the class which contain main method, that the class name I'm using for file name. It is not no such type of rule, sir. What is the rule is, a Java program can contain any number of classes, no problem at all. Any number of classes, no problem at all. You can use any name, no problem at all. Are you getting that? Any name you can use. Any number of classes you can take. Any name you can use, right? Sir, need not be these class names also. Sir, here observe. How many classes are there in my program? How many classes are there? 3 classes are there, sir. Then what is the name I'm using? I use for this program test.java. Observe that I use test.java. Test.java acceptable. If you want, you can see the Java C test.java perfectly valid. Syntactically there is no mistake at all. Valid, sir. Now my question is, here do you have any restrictions? Yes, there is a restriction. Is there, sir? What is that restriction? Is if any class is public, if any class is the public, sir, how many public classes we can take? At most one public class is allowed. At most one. What is the meaning of at most one? Either 1 or 0. At most one, either 1 or 0. How many public classes are allowed? At most one, either 1 or 0. A Java program can contain any number of classes. If there is any public class, the name of the public class and the name of the Java program must be matched. Observe that carefully, sir. The name of the public class and the name of the Java class must be matched. If there is no public class, right? Public class is not there. So then any name we can use for program name, no problem at all. Any name we can use for program name itself is acceptable. Observe carefully about this terminology, right? So here there is no public class. That's why any name you can use. Test.java, Durga.java also acceptable, right? But now observe a bit carefully, sir. Public I'm taking. Sir, class B the public. But name of the program test.java, compiler will give left and right. Hey, public class, name of the program also should be b.java only. Public class, name of the program also should be b.java. Like that we are going to get, sir. Have you observed compatime error? See the compatime error? Class B the public should be declared in a file named b.java. Class B is public, should be declared in a file named b.java. This is the compatime error we are going to get. Sir, how I can solve this problem? Sir? This problem we can able to solve by using, use b.java. If I use b.java, then happily the code is going to be compiled. Java C, b.java. Perfectly, this one is going to be compiled, no problem at all. Clear? Any doubt about this one? Let me repeat again. A Java program can contain how many classes? A Java program can contain how many classes? Any number of classes. If there is no public class, then any name you can use for that program, no restrictions at all. If public class is there, then name of the public class, name of the Java program must be matched. Otherwise, compatible error we are going to get, sir. Okay, well, sir, I told already, Purushottam, there are how many public classes are allowed? At most one public class. At most one. What is the meaning of at most one? Either 1 or 2. If 2 public classes are there, compatible error, syntactical mistake. Are you getting? Compatible error. This is 2 public classes, no chance at all. Observe, the code is not going to be compiled. Yes, class C the public should be declared in a file named c.java like that. Are you getting right? Okay. So this is the compatible method. So a Java program can contain any number of classes. At most one class can be declared as the public. If there is a public class, name of the public class and name of the program must be matched. If there is no public class, then we can use any name for Java program, no restrictions at all. Up to this, any doubt? Up to this, any doubt? Up to this, any doubt? Clear, right? Okay, that's all. Next, this is one important point, sir. Some people, one or two members told, sir, if you can use any name for the class, then at runtime which class is going to execute, sir? Then which main method is going to execute, sir? Very simple. All these classes can have main method. No problem at all. Don't feel only one class should contain main method. Only one class should contain main method. Okay? Every class can contain main method, sir. If you want to observe that, a small one more example I'm taking. Have a look once. Class A. Class A I'm taking, sir. This is a class main method. Class A I'm taking. This is a class main method. A class main method I'm taking. Now, sir, class B I'm taking. Class A. Next and after that, class B I'm taking. Class B, B class main method. Are you getting? Class B, B class main method. Class C I'm taking just a C class main method. C class main method. Observe that. C class main method I'm taking. Okay. Now I'm taking class D, sir. Now I'm taking class D. Take a bit very special care. Very special care, sir. Okay, like if there are more than two public classes, then what the way to deal? No chance at all. Assam, if more than two public classes are there, better to go for two separate files. Don't save in the same program. Suppose A is the public, B is the public. Then A.java is one program, B.java is another program. Are you getting right? Okay, yeah. So now class A, class B, class C, class D. Can you please tell, according to this recollection, which name we can use for program name? Which name I have to use for program? Can you please guide? Which name I have to use for this program? A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Which name I have to use for this code? Ayo. Can I compulsory should use A.java, B.java, C.java or D.java or any name? Any name, because there is no public class. Let me use Durga.java. Let me use Durga.java. Durga.java. Yes, acceptable, no problem at all. Whenever we compile Durga.java, for every class present in Durga.java, separate dot class file will be generated. So 4 classes are there. Automatically 4 dot class files by default will be generated. Remember that 4 dot class files are there. Automatically, sir, 4 dot class files will be generated because 4 classes are there. Okay, like now have a look once, sir. Java C Durga.java. If I compile, okay, like this. Even inner classes also, Satish. Inner classes also separate dot class files will be generated. For inner classes also separate dot class file will be generated. Okay. Now in this case, 4 classes are there. At the runtime, which class we are executing, that the class main method will be executed. Suppose I'm executing Java A class main method, A class main method. Java B class main method. Java C class main method. Java D. So D class not having a main method, D class not having a main method, then you will get error. Are you getting main method not found? Please declare main method yes. Any doubt? Any doubt? So name of the program and the name of the class which contain main method, no link at all, no relation at all. Remember this one, both are different concept. So name of the program should be same as public class name. If there is no public class, you can dance with any name, no problem at all. Clear, right? This is one very important case study. You people should aware, sir. One thing. Next, sir, the next important point, the next important conclusion, what we have to discuss is just have a look once. I want to take something like a test.java. I'm taking test.java. Just observe that carefully, sir. Test.java I'm taking, sir. So now my question here is, this is the test.java. Let me take array list L is equal to new array list. Array list is equal to new array list. Can you tell if this code is going to compile or not? Is this code is going to compile or not? Array list is equal to new array list. Is it going to compile or not? Respond each and every person. Is this code is going to compile or not? Yes. Okay, make sure this code is not going to compile. This code is not going to compile because the reason is Saurabh Sharma. Because the reason is yes. Because the reason is legend. This code is not going to compile. Such simple compiler will ask, Ray Durga, you are using array list. Which array list you are using? Which array list you are using? Where is that array list? I'm not seeing anywhere array list. How I can compile? Okay, like cannot find the symbol. Cannot find symbol. Class array list. Cannot find symbol. Class array list. Like this, compile error we are going to get, sir. Remember, because you are using array list is available inside java.util package. Sir, how you can? It's available in the java.util package. How you can able to access? How you can able to use array list in your program directly? So immediately compiler is asking, sorry, I can't find. Can you please make it available like this, right? Now I have to convey to the compiler. Hey compiler, if I'm using array list, please consider java.util.array list. Like you have to use fully qualified name. Java.util.array list. New java.util.array list. Can you please tell if the code is going to compile or not? Please, can you tell if the code is going to compile or not? Definitely the code will compile. It's going to compile because you are telling that, boss, I'm using java.util.array list. Java.util.array list. Directly you are telling, boss, I'm using so and so. Like, what is the problem with that? Happily the code is going to be compiled. No problem at all. Remember that itself is acceptable. Itself is acceptable. Okay, no issue at all, right? Now the point is, now the point in this case is, if I want to use, this is called what? Fully qualified name. Remember that this thing itself is nothing but what? Fully qualified name. Fully qualified name. The problem with the using fully qualified name every time. The problem with the using fully qualified name every time is a bigger problem. Unnecessary length of the code is going to increase just like anything, sir. Have you observed java.util.array list 10 times I want to use? So every time java.util.array list like it's always a problem. It's always a bigger problem, right? Okay. So to overcome this problem, to overcome this readability problem, okay, we should go for import statement. Remember that whenever we are writing import statement, we are not required to use fully qualified name. We can use a short names directly. Okay, we are not required to use fully qualified name. We can use a short names directly. Remember that. Okay, so for that we should go for import statements. Remember, import java.util.array list. Import java.util.array list. If I can take like this, we are not required to use sir fully qualified name directly we are allowed to access, right? No problem at all. Remember this. So array list is equal to new array list. Now what will happen, sir? Happily the code compiles fine. There is no problem at all. The code runs fine. There is no, now we won't get any compile time error or runtime error. So the important conclusion in this case is, observe the conclusion, right? Whenever we are writing import statement, we are not required to write fully qualified name. Remember, if we are not using import statement, compulsory we have to use fully qualified name. That's why the conclusion here is import statement acts as best typing shortcut. Remember that because 1000 times I'm going to use array list. 1000 times we require to type java.util.array list, all that thing, just sir, that overhead is not there. Only one import statement itself is enough. Only one import statement itself is enough, sir. Remember that, okay? So the important conclusion, import statement acts as best typing shortcut. Beyond that, import statement is not going to do anything, sir. Remember this one. So at the time of import, no dot class file will be loaded just for the compiler's sake to improve typing. I mean to act as a typing shortcut. Just this import statement is required. Any doubt? Can you please tell what is the advantage of import statement? If I use import statement, we are not required to use fully qualified name. So the biggest advantage what we are going to get here, so typing, length of the code will be reduced and readability by default will be improved. We are not required to type every time fully qualified name. Such type of biggest benefit is there for this import statements, right? If you feel comfortable, then I will go for multiple cases related to the import. Dot class file is already there. As a part of RT.jar, no dot class file will be generated for array list. Here I am using a class array list, but I am not declaring the class array list. Deepak, are you getting? Okay, that's all. Can I go for small cases related to this import statement? Because I told already there are 1 or 2 bits related to this import statement, so that's why you should have clarity there. Now the point here is yes, just Asan Khan, we will discuss this point anyway later, but as of now just remember import statement, there is no impact on runtime memory, there is no impact on performance wise, memory wise, import statement, there is no effect at all, whether you are using fully qualified name, whether we are using import statement, both the things are same with respect to the memory, with respect to performance. Remember. Okay. Now, how many types of import statements are there, sir? Two types. Sometimes we are going to use import java.util.array list. Sometimes we are going to use import java.util.star. Java.util.star. Have you observed? What is the difference between these two things, sir? One is explicit class import. The first one is explicit class import. Second one here is, do you know, first one is the explicit class import. Second one is implicit class import. Remember this one. First one is the explicit. Second one is the implicit class import, right? Okay. Can you tell which one is the recommended to use? Please respond. This is we are importing only array list, but this one is nothing but we are importing all members. Which one is the recommended to use? First one or second one, or depends. First one or second one, or depends on requirement. If you are using multiple classes from the same package, implicit. If we are using only 1 or 2 classes, explicit. That is what depends on meaning. Can you please tell either first one or second one or depends on? Yeah, explicit or implicit or depends. Okay, remember, sir. Suppose if I am using 100 classes from the same package, then which is the recommended? Explicit or implicit or depends? Suppose I am using 100 classes from the same package, explicit or implicit or depends? Yes, ma'am. Explicit or implicit or depends? Okay, good. So make sure even you are using 1000 classes from the same package, compulsory we should go for explicit class import only. Implicit class import almost banned. You are not allowed to use. Actually, strictly speaking, you should not use this one, because the reason for that is explicit class import improves readability. Readability. Boss, which class you are importing, complete information is there, but here star is there. Which class is from util I am using? I have to read the code, then only I can able to understand. Sir, what are various dependent classes for my program? Suppose here, like this I am taking, sir. Array list I am using, array list I am using, linker list I am using, linker list I am using. Next, import java.sql.star I am using, sir. Sir, I don't want to see, I don't want to show anything. Just I will show only these import statements, right? Only these import statements I'm going to show. Can you please tell? Can you please tell which classes we are using in my test class? Array list we are using, linked list we are using from util. Next up from SQL, which classes you are using? Can you please tell? Can you please tell? Sorry, you don't know. You don't know. You can't tell. Sir, open the code, and then you require to see. Sir, then you will come to know from SQL package we are using a result set. From SQL package we are using what we call statement like this, right? From SQL we are using result set statement like this we are going to get. So the important conclusion you people should aware, okay? Implicit and explicit. Readability is more with the explicit import, but not implicit import. Readability is more with the explicit class import, but not implicit, right? That's why highly recommended, compulsory you should go for explicit class import, even you are using thousands of classes also. Suppose in your real-time coding, we never want to write import statements. My IDE by default is going to generate Eclipse or IntelliJ. The people who are working on IDEs, Eclipse or otherwise IntelliJ, are getting IntelliJ. Like so, do you know in these IDEs we are not required to write import statements. Correct? We are not required to write import. Automatical import statements will be generated. Next time, can you please observe? Is the import statement generated by Eclipse or IntelliJ? These imports are explicit or implicit? Please respond. These import statements are explicit or implicit? So these are always explicit only. No IDE in the world generate implicit import. So explicit import is always recommended because it improves readability of the code. That's it, friends. So if any person is asking, I want to use 10 classes, which import is the recommended, explicit or implicit or depends? Don't tell depends. The answer is always explicit. Even 1000 classes also, you should go for explicit class import only, but not implicit. Okay? This is one important point you should aware, sir. Next, second point I'm going to talk. Just have a look once, sir. Can you please tell among these which are meaningful, which are not meaningful? Import java.util array list like this. Array list dot star I'm taking. Next, import java.util like this I'm taking. Import java.util and then import java.util dot star I'm taking. Can you please tell among these which are meaningful, which are not meaningful? Please respond. Which are meaningful and which are not meaningful? First one is the meaningful, obviously explicit class import. Sir, last one is the meaningful, java.util star. But here after class name star, meaningless. After package name semicolon, meaningless. That's why first one and last one are valid. Second and third things are invalid, right? Not at all recommended. Remember, okay? So these things are nothing but not at all recommended. It's not our choice. Okay? So sometimes in the exam, which of the following are meaningful? Which of the following are meaningful? Which of the following are valid import statements? Sir, after class name, semicolon must be required. After class name, semicolon must be required. After package name, import star is required. That's why make sure which are valid or which are invalid, you should aware. Okay, that's all, friends. Can I stop?